Welcome back to the George Manz video podcast. I'm Terry Massey here today with George Manz. George, what do you have for us today?
Well, I have a 1911 $1 note issued by the Dominion of Canada. They are both proof notes.
Okay.
They depict Lord Earl Grey and his wife Lady Grey. He was Governor General of Canada from 1904 to 1911, which is twice as long as Governor Generals usually serve. He was so popular that they kept him on for an extra term. He is most famous nowadays for giving a trophy to the best rugby football team, and so as I'm a big CFL fan and Saskatchewan Roughriders fan, so I've always wanted a note which depicts Earl Grey and his wife, and because of their donation of the Grey Cup.
So we had talked on a previous podcast about the Dominion of Canada Bank, and it's this.
You're talking about the Bank of Canada.
Bank of Canada, okay. Yeah. So what's significant about the bank issuing the notes at this time? Is it just to honor the Earl and?
Yeah, they were probably running out of the previous issue of $1 notes that they had issued, which would have been probably made in the late 1890s, and so they needed more up-to-date paper money, so this is the one that they decided to produce.
And I touched them like that just to let people know about how the texture feels on them, because you can't see texture when you're looking at them on this video podcast, and it's immaculate. It's got Parliament block on the back. Is that a carryover from what the previous note was before they changed the face of it?
Yeah.
Okay, and how many of these were put into circulation for, or are you even aware of how many might?
I could look it up in the book, but it would be many millions.
Many millions?
Yeah.
How many would still be out there for collectors to find?
Many thousands.
So they're still quite widely circulated, and but they're a beautiful note. Just the shades of green with them and the contrast of gray. They stand up really, really well, considering how old is the note? Would you say?
It's 106 years old.
106 years old. Beautiful. Anything else we should know about them?
No, I like football, so
It's interesting to tie into the CFL season and. The resurgence of the Riders this season, as it were.
Let's hope so.
Let's hope so. You've got some events that are coming up as well?
September the 30th, I'll be at the Medicine Hat Coin and Stamp Show. And October the 21st and 22nd, I'll be back here in Regina at the Regina Coin Show.
Perfect. And we'll put links to those shows in the description for this video podcast so that people can see them and link to them and find you at those shows. Thanks for joining me today, George.
Thank you.